This is the grounding video. So we started with some warm-ups, and we also worked on the feet, placing one finger into the space between each set of toes. So I just wanted you to know that we started out with some heightened awareness of feet. After we did that stretch, I had them circle the foot, holding on to the ankle, and then pushing the thumbs into the arches. So now, as in the strength and balance video, we're on all fours in tabletop. And for grounding, we emphasize the earth under us. We are pushing our body into the earth, and the earth is rising up to support us. So if you can, push into your shins or into the tops of your feet, really centering those feet so that the middle toe extends out behind you. And then push into the fingertips, cupping the palm a little bit to create nice strong arms and a sense of grounding in both the top of your body and the bottom of your body. So we're going to do a few cat-cows here to feel the benefit of that grounding, which liberates the upper body to move more. So go ahead on the inhale, extend the front of the body, opening out. And on the exhale, flexion, opening out the back of the body. Push into the shins, especially on the exhale. Inhale, going back and forth. Exhale. And one more breath round wherever you are. Inhale, open out the front of the body. Exhale, open out the back of the body. Come back to center, open your knees, and draw back into child's pose. If you need support between your thighs and your calves, you can place a blanket there. If you need support under your forehead to connect your head to the earth, you can put a block there. And you can reach your hands back behind you to feel your feet to give you a sense of connection to that part of our body that often is the source of grounding, our feet. And breathe into the back of your body here. Inhale, exhale, drop your weight into the floor, the earth, the ground, however you perceive what's underneath you. Inhale, exhale. And see if you can imagine feeling the earth rising up to meet you. Inhale, exhale. The next time you inhale, you can lift yourself slowly up to tabletop. Push into your hands, lengthen the arms, and then push into the shins. And up you come. You can remove that block if you used it under your forehead. Push into the feet or the shins, whatever feels the strongest for you. And push into the fingertips and cup the palms. And the next time you exhale, first curl your toes under so that you're ready. We're going to lift into downward dog, lifting the sits bones up to the sky. Push down to lift up. So in this case, that's happening mostly in your hands. And you can paddle your feet. Drop one heel to the ground on the exhale as the opposite knee bends. Inhale, legs lengthen. Push into the ball of your foot as you do this to remind yourself of what's underneath you. And every time your heel drops, see if you can make contact with the earth in a mindful, deliberate way. You can stop that foot paddling. Inhale, exhale, and draw the sits bones up to the sky and the crown of the head towards the floor, the space between your hands. The next time you inhale, you're going to pop the right foot between the hands and come into runner's lunge. And here to feel the grounding, you can even take your hand and push it into the ball of your foot, the inside and the outside. And then you can take your hand and imagine pushing down into your heel to feel the connection of the foot to the earth. And then draw your attention to the ball of the foot behind you and feel how that's on the earth. Draw your inner thighs towards each other and lift up to rest your hands on your thighs. Lengthen your spine and pushing into this foot, those 3 points, ball of the foot and heel, lift up and push down to lift up. Open your heart, activate your core. Draw your right hip back and your left hip forward to create a sense of balance. Grounding yourself with the bent knee leg, strengthening the back leg. Lift your arms up to the sky and feel the contrast of the grounding underneath you and the openness in the sky above you. Inhale and exhale. Focusing on that front foot, open your arms out to the side. And the next time you exhale, drop your hands down to the mat, placing the palms very deliberately onto the mat. Push into the ball of the left foot and draw the right foot back behind you. And come into a nice plank. Strengthen your legs behind you, draw the heels back, crown of the head forward, draw the shoulder blades down behind you. And see if you can push into both the fingertips and the balls of the feet. Inhale and exhale. Really imagine the earth lifting up to greet you. Next time you exhale, go ahead and drop the knees. Inhale and exhale. The next exhale brings you back down to child's pose. Dropping your forehead on the mat or a block, whatever helps you feel most connected to what's underneath you. Leaving, if possible, as little air between body parts and the floor. Drop your weight into the floor. Imagine yourself like a frog splayed into the ground, taking up space, letting the ground support you. Next time you inhale, we're going to come back up to all fours. Push into the shins or the tops of the feet and even shift the weight back a little bit to equalize the weight distribution between your hands and your legs or your shins. Push into both to feel that floor beneath you, knowing that it's there. Curl your toes underneath you. And walk the toes forward to see if you can almost come to the balls of the foot before you even lift up to downward dog. Inhale, and on the next exhale, lift the sits bones up to the sky and pushing down to lift up. You can paddle the feet again, one heel at a time, dropping into the earth beneath you. Inhale, lengthens the legs. Exhale, drops one heel as the opposite knee bends. You can stop that motion. Lengthen your spine by pushing into your hands and lifting the sits bones. Next time you exhale, pop the left foot forward and come into runner's lunge. This time, making connection with the left foot, the front foot. You can again push into the ball of the foot each side to heighten sensation of that which is going to support you as you rise up, and you can push down into the heel to feel that source of support. Push into also the ball of the right foot as you lift one hand at a time to your thighs. Lengthen the spine. Inhale and exhale. And pushing into that front foot, let yourself push down in order to lift up. Arms float up. Draw your left hip back. Bend your left knee and draw the inner thighs towards each other to give you a feeling of strong base as you breathe in this crescent lunge. One more breath cycle here. Exhale the arms out to the side, and the next time you exhale, drop those hands to the mat and pushing into the ball of the right foot. Draw the left foot back behind you and come again into plank. Pushing into the fingertips and reach your heels back behind you. Activate your core. Light breath in the midst of strength, mightiness. Notice how you are facing the earth as it supports you, and yet the strength that is demanded. One more breath cycle here. Strong legs. Exhale, drop the knees. Open the knees out and draw your sits bones back into child's pose. You can push into your hands to let yourself reach the sits bones back towards the heels if that leverage helps you. And then drop your forehead to the ground and then bring your hands to your feet. Soften the back body. Breathe into the back waist. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. As if you can deposit anything you don't need anymore into the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, come on up to hero's pose. Place your hands on your thighs. Sit on your ankles. If that's difficult for you, you can bring the earth up to you by placing a block between your legs and sitting on the block. Inhale and exhale. Feel your weight drop into whatever's underneath your sits bones. And that is the grounding version